Everyone got mad because I took charge when no one else would. Sure, I let them dig their own grave. About 14 years ago I went to work for a major petroleum company in Indianapolis. Over my 4 years there I applied myself and gained enough knowledge to be more knowledgeable than the most senior guy. Well, one day stuff hit the fan and we were looking at a potentially major spill because the packing in a pump had failed. Nobody was doing anything and I'm a take charge kind of guy. So I started barking orders. Now you have to understand this would have been an EPA nightmare, so there was no time for niceties. The other employees went and complained and I was called into the manager's office and was told about the complaints that I just barked orders and didn't ask nicely. He told me that I did the right thing and that next time, if it wasn't going to be a major issue, to give them enough rope to hang themselves. Bet. So the next time I saw that they had the valves set up in such a way that 2 soap tanks for making asphalt emulsion would overflow, and while not an EPA big deal, it would bring scrutiny from the health, environmental, safety, and security decision of our company. I mentioned to them that they might want to check the valve lineup because something didn't look right. Well, they told me to mind my own business. As it was time for me to go home, I called the manager from my car and said, you should probably start heading to the terminal because 2 tanks are about to overrun. I tried to tell them, but they told me to mind my own business. I didn't get halfway home before a neighbor to the facility came knocking on the door saying liquid was overflowing 2 tanks. As the only first responder not involved in the incident, I had to return to the facility and supervise cleanup until the big guns from corporate came in. About 3 hours later, all 3 were put on probation and then eventually fired for more screw-ups. The beauty of this was after that incident they were told to follow what I said explicitly and never again complain that someone doesn't say please and thank you in a crisis. They all hated me until the day they left. Why? Because I was the only person to take charge when no one else would. Yeah, in an emergency, the person who knows what to do needs to be blunt, direct, and loud. If there is a time for niceties, it's after. With a nice work, and man, that could have been bad, but y'all stepped up. Didn't ask nicely is a phrase I hear all too often from my elementary school students. Gotta love so-called adults whining like children. Sarcasm. The Dudley do-nothings always hate competent workers who expose their worthlessness by comparison. Shut your face and do your fracking job. Pretty please. Quote. Boss man helping with MC is amazing. Well, if it isn't the consequences of their actions. What a bag of dip shizzles, nice MC. Would a couple of paragraphs kill you?
Nice.
I love people like you.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Eracast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.